Hi, Charlene Hess here. Today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial of a burpee. What is a burpee? A burpee is an exercise that works your whole body, full, dynamic, powerful, explosive movement. And one way that you can do a burpee is to do it slow and controlled, or you can do it fast and ballistic to really get your heart rate up. Burpees are a really fun way to add some full body movement into your workout, and unfortunately I've seen a lot of times that they're done very poorly because people don't really understand exactly what's entailed or how to do a burpee. When you watch someone do a burpee, your mind looks at it and you think, oh, okay, I can make my body do those things, and without fully understanding what exactly is going on in your body, it's really easy to do them poorly and then potentially injure yourself. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to break it down and show you a lot of different modifications and variations that you can do. So that whenever somebody says, hey, can you do a burpee? You can be like, yes, I know what a burpee is and I know how to do it in a way that's safe for my body. Everyone's body is different. It depends on what your hip mobility is. It depends on your core strength. It depends on your arm strength. It depends on your stabilizing, and it depends on your ballistic strength. So I'm going to show you ways to go from the most simple to the most complex. So first part is starting with your squat. So depending on where your squat is, you're going to stand with your feet wide enough, however that is for you, so that you can, with your feet firmly plugged into the floor without lifting your heels, you're going to drop your hips, pulling your hips to the floor so that you're in a proper squat position. Avoid dropping the heel, lifting the heels and dropping the knees forward because you're going to put a lot of force in your knees. So however low you can go, keeping your heels on the floor, sitting your butt back, that's going to be the depth of your squat. So from your squat position, being able to get to the floor. If you have a shallow squat, you're not going to be able to reach the floor. So from here, after your heels are plugged in and your butt's pulled down, you can then lean forward, capturing the floor, press the floor away with a nice strong back, then stepping back into your high plank position. From the high plank position, you're going to avoid bent elbows. Push the floor away. You want to avoid dropping your hips and arching your lower back. You want to press up, squeeze the glutes, lock the quads, press through the heels. You're in a nice strong plank position. From the plank position, step your feet back. If you can't put your heels down, you're going to step up on your toes, push yourself back to your heels, and then rise up. That's the first variation. Squat, up on your toes, lean forward, strong upper body, step back into your plank position, step back up, push yourself back to your heels, rise back up. So variation number one, some people would call that a step back. Next variation, if you have the ability to drop your hips even lower, that you can plant your palms firmly on the floor, you will plant the palms, step back into your plank, step back up, drop the hips, rise. Avoid bending over, stepping back, coming up, and then rising back up. From this position, you're going to put a lot of strain on your lower back, doing that with multiple repetition or trying to do it quickly. Next variation is if you have the strength to be able to step back and then add your push-up. Squat down, step back. From this position is when you would do your push-up. First variation, drop to your knees. So you're just coming from your strong plank position, lower your knees. You're going to bend your elbows, bringing your elbows to your ribs. Press the floor away. You want to avoid setting your hands too wide so that when you push up, making the elbows go out and coming into more of like a bow position, you want to avoid doing that. So again, step into your full plank, then drop to your knees, pull your elbows to your ribs, press up so that you have nice and controlled form. Step back up and rise. A lot of times you'll see people do burpees where they will flop their belly on the floor and then press back up ballistically. It's really hard to be able to do that with control of being able to keep your ribs and your hips knitted together so that you don't do this arch up to press up. The poor version would look like this, where people just step back, they drop, and then they push themselves up. And so as you're pushing yourself up to get up, you're using momentum rather than actually doing a push-up. So stepping back, your push-up, step back, come back up. Next variation, a little bit harder once you have more strength and stability to be able to Move quickly in and out of your step back. You can add the jump back. Squat, plant the palms, jump back into your plank without dropping your hips. Jump your feet back up, rise, squat, jump back into your plank, jump, and rise. Next variation is to add your push-up to your jump back. Squat, jump back, push-up, squat, rise back up. Full variation, adding the jump at the very end. Squat, jump back, push-up, jump, ballistic, jump. Very important if you are going to do the jump that you land softly so that your body doesn't absorb a hard impact. So coming out of the push-up into your plank, you're coming from your plank position into your push-up, deep squat, jump, land quietly. You don't want to jump and land hard. All that force goes up into your body. So be able to first practice, can you jump from a squat into a quiet landing? If you can do that with a quiet landing, then you know that you can safely add the jump to your burpee. If you're not able to jump with a soft, quiet landing, skip the jump. You're gonna get just as much out of the workout without the jump, I promise. So going from the most simple to the most complex, listen to your body, know when you need to back off, know when you feel like you've got control, you can push forward and do more. So I'm gonna just do a couple of demonstrations of going from the most simple technique to the most complex technique. And this is something that you can try to do at home. Listen to your body to know what you're actually capable of doing. Remember the cues of dropping your hips, solid plank, locked legs, dropping back into your squat before you rise back up, and only going as low in the push-up that you're bringing your elbows to your ribs. You're not flaring your elbows out, putting your shoulders up in your ears. So shoulders down. You're gonna do your press up, pulling the shoulders down, elbows in. Okay, here we go. Most simple variation. Squat, step back, step forward, rise up. Drop the hips, rise. Next variation. Drop the knees, add the press up. Plank, step, rise. Again, squat, step back, drop the knees, add the push-up, plank, step back, drop your hips, rise. Next variation, jump back, squat, rise up, squat, jump back into plank, drop, rise. Next variation, add the push-up, squat, rise. Next variation, add the push-up and the drop together so that you're dropping into the bottom of your push-up to press up. So squat, dropping right into the bottom of my push-up, press up, rise, come back up, drop, rise. Final variation, add the ballistic jump, quiet landing. So there you go. That is the breakdown of the burpee. Try this at home. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the link below. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to get notifications of when I do more videos. I'll be trying to do these about once a week. So there it is, the mystery of the burpee. Thanks so much. Have a great day.